What's up, guys? This is Nighting I Fade here with the Love is Blind Season 6, now Episode 3 and Episode 4 bundled review. Um, this is pretty good. This is a really good season so far. It's a lot of spice, no dull moments. So let's get straight into it. But in Episode 3, AD is basically forced now to patch things up with Clay, but mentions to him that she doesn't like being shouted at. 80 also mentions that him placing a huge importance on physical appearance was also hard for her. So he kind of basically Clay had to basically backtrack on what he was saying about, like just his old physical appearance. His conviction on physical appearance, he now has to essentially, unfortunately, backtrack all that he wanted to do, like, not propose to somebody unless he at least saw them first. So, I kind of honestly don't like that he's given up his belief and what he knows and what he believes and stuff like that, just to kind of placate and pacify AD. You know what I mean? So just for a little visual, just check out his Instagram real quick, and I'm gonna try to get to the next guy. So yeah, so unfortunately, this super guy, basically just backtracked on all the things that he said, everything he believed in. Clay now has to backtrack on it. So also, Kenneth, the Kenneth, who is the middle school principal, he did a nice gesture. He went ahead and set up like lights from the ceiling, and he did a painting session for Brittany. You know, and that was very sweet. That was very nice. Let's look at Kenneth. I actually haven't checked out his Instagram yet. So there's Kenneth. Let me just scroll on so y'all can see what Kenneth looks like. Some of his Instagram pics. And of course, one of the big things has come up where Brittany immediately asked, she said she loved it. She actually said I loved it. And then she said, well, what is your ethnicity? And then he said black. So she stated that it wasn't a big deal for her. But that and then he said, well, I think you're white or whatever. So they just want to, I guess, seem to acknowledge they're of different races. So that was kind of good. I mean, it wasn't awkward. The only thing that was actually awkward was the fact that she said, as long as, like, you're not like 5'4", and then he jokingly said, yeah, I'm 5'4", but obviously this is not a 5'4" guy. I don't know, he's probably somewhere around 6 foot or something. So that's that. But yeah, that was pretty good. Now Jeremy asks, if you remember Jeremy, the very extroverted guy, he had asked Sarah Ann if she had an OnlyFans account, and he also asked her about her stance on an abortion. So that was kind of interesting. I've never imagined a guy would ask a girl on the show, what is your stance on not just stance on, not so much a stance on abortion, but do you have an OnlyFans account? And he said, like, there he is. He said, do you have a surprise account? So that was kind of cool. I like this guy. I like Jeremy. Jeremy's pretty funny, dude. Jeremy is kind of the man. All right. So now let's check out the next thing. So Kenneth proposes to Brittany, right? The guy I just showed you, the black guy before with the braids. He went ahead and he proposes to Brittany, despite their different race. They seem pretty okay. Um, he seemed like he maybe was a bit hesitant to kiss her. They ended up kissing. It was good. It was wholesome. It's very, it felt very, like, very godly. Like, he has a very god. So he seems like he's the type to, like, honestly, he seems like he needs more time just to confirm if she's being real about it and not faking it. So, but she was very open. She was very willing to to at least get past the reveal, which was good. Um, Now in the next episode, episode 4, Jimmy, let me scroll over to Jimmy real quick. Oh yeah, this is Jimmy. I remember. Jimmy's the guy with the crazy looking eyes. Okay, yeah, Jimmy's a tall guy who's torn between two girls. Oh my God, Jimmy! Woo! Jimmy, Mr. Software Sales. Okay, so Jimmy's in a pod with Chelsea, the fake Megan Fox, right? Um, I'm sorry, hold on. He said, I'm sorry, he was in the pods with Jessica, and he said that he's not 100% sure that he can utter the words "I love you" to Jessica, and because of her daughter Autumn. No, that's key. That's very key. He said because of her daughter Autumn. Did you guys peep that? That I can't believe he said that. I can't believe he said that. That is wild. That is wild. I was flabbergasted. Oh, look at this. Right here at the bottom it says, "I'm focused on building life for my future kids." So he is only interested in his future kids, but not other people's kids. Damn. It's in the writing. The paint, the clues are right there in the writing, right there in the hieroglyphs. So damn. But let me see what's up. But um, but Megan Fox. But yeah. So basically, obviously, that meant that kind of confirms that he was in fact fooled by Chelsea, saying that she looks like Megan Fox. I think that's really the the real like reason why he jumped off of Jessica, even though they had an impregnable and perfect true connection. So Jimmy got in the punch with Chelsea, the fake Megan Fox, and told her that he loved her. And the first thing Chelsea says, is, "I want to throw up," you know. And then she went into the girls' quarter, and she was talking about, "Oh my God, I want to throw up again." She keeps saying she want to throw up, but also in the women's quarters, right? By the way, I think this is around episode 4 now, or something like that, right? So Jessica has about 4 girls around her. The good girl with the daughter, with the 10-year-old daughter whose name is Autumn. She has 4 girls around her, and then one of the blonde girls comes up to her and she says, "Trust me, just leave the show now on your own accord." So Jessica cries. All the girls cuddle her and try to console her. Jessica then says she said that she had to leave now, but she didn't end up leaving. Well, guys, now is an extremely big moment because your boy Clay, who the description has said that he is an entrepreneur with blunt personality, as he reveals that he lets someone know if they smell bad while he's trying to work on that. He also wants someone who won't mind the fact that he has a huge ego, because he's can also be very, very vulnerable. So let's go to his page. Huh? So we keep going back to, let's check out his story just for the shits and giggles. Anything in there? Okay, so there's a bunch of crazy stuff. Okay. All right, so Clay, right? Let me get a good picture of Clay. How about the how about here? By the beautiful sea, right? So now is the time for Clay to meet AD for the first time. Clay, if you notice when they meet, he never said, "Oh, you look beautiful. Oh, you look great." He didn't even say your clothes look great, right? Pay attention to that, right? So they sit down, or I guess he pulled out his ring. He forgot to get on his knee and whatever. He got on his knee, whatever, did the performative act, gave her the ring, proposed officially, whatever. Then they went to sit down, right? One of the first things he does is grabs her hips. And then AD stands up and shows him her beautiful big ass. I'm going to be honest. She got the best ass in there, I think. Well, hip to hip to hip to waist ratio, for sure, for sure. I think for sure, but um, I'm not sure. Obviously Clay, and then Clay loves her fuckable big ass. Um, but I'm not sure he likes her face because when she went back to sit back down, she complimented him being handsome. If you notice, he never actually returned a compliment and said, "Oh, you're beautiful, by the way." That's a big red flag. Instead, what he did, he went in and smooched her sort of in a way to kind of shut her up, like, or to basically change the subject, like, about who appearances being beautiful, so he just so that he won't return a compliment to her. And I thought that was very a very important thing to note. He also like leaned his head on her breast, and he said he's a baby, and he was leaning on his head on her breast like multiple times. He's so like into her physical ass and her body and her tits and her, but he can't tell her she's beautiful. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I've seen on the previous season where there was a guy who was he was kissing her at the reveal, and he was touching her, and they were going, you would swear they had the best connection. But like when they went out into the when they left the pods and they went on vacation or whatever, and they had the hotel room, he couldn't stand her and he didn't end up marrying her. So this is very interesting, and I want to see how this pans out. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Now, it's only fair if I get back. I'm gonna try to talk about Jimmy now. Jimmy's turn. Jimmy breaks it off with officially though, with your girl, Jessica. There he is. He's another, what is it? Another salesman on his season. Jimmy is very open minded. He's entering the experiment. He is simply just looking for someone ambitious who won't mind his snoring. Oh my God, this guy has low standards. He just wants somebody who's not, who doesn't mind his snoring. So I like this picture. Let's take a look at this one here, right? So Jimmy um breaks it off with the hot Jessica, and then she said that he will need an EpiPen when he sees what he missed out on. Jessica then walks out the pods. So now Jimmy and Trevor are actually fighting for the ugly fake version of the bootleg Megan Fox. Guys, I can't make this shit up, bro. I can't make. I hope they somehow. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen in this week. Maybe when the next batch of episodes come out, they're gonna have to bring back hot Jessica. They might even bring her cute like Autumn. No, they won't do that. They won't bring her daughter on the show. But they're gonna definitely bring back Jessica so that he can see what he missed out on. Because that girl with the long face, she got a long face. You could see like she got wrinkles beneath her makeup. You know, and it kind of almost looks like she's getting ready to dump Jimmy, if I'm being honest. So I think it's gonna be a double whammy for this guy. But it's not his fault. It's because Chelsea lied. Like that was a massive manipulative lie to say that you people think you look like Megan Fox when you know damn well, like, you couldn't even be a server to Megan Fox at a restaurant. Like, what? That was like, dude. That's like that. Okay, if you guys don't get it, that's like a guy lying and saying, you know what? I have I got $300 million in the bank. And I'm a stockbroker. I own 10 companies. I, I have mega yachts. Like, come on, you can't. Like, guys aren't gonna come in there. So why is she saying she looked like Megan Fox? This is ridiculous, guys. Anyway, that's the end of my review for episode 3 and episode 4. I'm gonna go check out episode 5 and 6 and then give you those reviews. Please like the video. Please comment. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell notification. Until next time, guys. Later. Jala.